Hello and welcome to Headlines, the official news source of everything Peters Township. I'm Brianna Lutz.
And I'm Phil Ferrara. In honor of Martin Luther King Jr., students will not attend school on January 15th. King was a prominent figure in the civil rights movement. It is one of only 4 U.S. holidays that is dedicated to an individual.
This year, the PTHS Physical Education Department changed the curriculum. In the past, gym classes were a general overview of sports and activities. Now, students can choose which physical activity they want to participate in.
The curriculum for physical education this year is very unique. It consists of electives that students can choose to participate in and also includes a lot of adventure activities such as the climbing wall, fly fishing, and canoeing. Other activities have included yoga, ping pong, aerobics, and water Pilates.
But we tried to incorporate a whole lot of new things, and it seems to be a big hit with the students. Everybody seems to like to be able to have choices.
Gym class was really great this year. They totally changed the curriculum.
I really enjoyed the water Pilates this year.
I got to go to a fish hatchery to do fly fishing. Fly fishing for sure.
It was a lot of fun. It gave me an excuse to dance in the pool.
My favorite was rollerblading.
We learned a lot of skills that we can take that are lifelong, that are better than pickleball.
Here at PTHS, gym is no longer just the average phys ed class, but a state-of-the-art program. This has been Alex Egan reporting for Headlines.
The alterations to the gym program have been a hit with students.
This month, Thespian Troupe 185 put on the Neil Simon play Barefoot in the Park under the direction of Barry Wood. The play is a romantic comedy about a young lawyer who married a free-spirited woman. Together, they learn how to live and love happily in their tiny Manhattan apartment. Barefoot in the Park was held 3 successful performances, January 9th through the 11th.
Need money for college? Then check out the many opportunities to receive money through numerous scholarship funds. There's information posted in the hallways at PTHS and as well as the guidance office. There are scholarships offered for almost everything, from owning your own business to helping out a senior citizen. The McLevy Entrepreneurial Scholarship Award, started by former CEO of Monster.com, offers a $40,000 scholarship for a high school student who owns his own business.
So many sports scholarships as well as writing scholarships. Scholarships are not just for high school seniors. Some scholarships are offered to students in grades 9 through 11 to help them get a jump start on their college funding. Last year, scholarships for the class of 2007 were worth $4 million. How much will the class of 08 be worth? Over the past decade, the number of serious food allergies has been on the rise. What is the reason for the dramatic increase in our generation? Tiffany Giles, a nutritionist from Canonsburg Hospital, provided us with more information.
Different types of allergies have become very common. The most common allergies include fish, seafood, shellfish, milk, wheat, soy, and other dairy products, but the most common is the peanut allergy. A reaction to allergies can range from hives, nausea, to diarrhea. It can also be life-threatening. The most severe case is found in the peanut allergy. A couple peanut allergies were life-threatening. We talked to Tiffany Giles, who is involved in food services at the Canonsburg Hospital. She treats diabetes and gives information about diets and allergies.
Generally, children will talk about a milk allergy by the age of 1. They'll see this milk allergy, and the thing is that it can be grown out of by the age of about 5 because they can develop an antigen in their body, and then they can tolerate the milk. So usually milk allergies can be outgrown. Some allergies, however, cannot be. Peanut allergies is one of those things that cannot be outgrown. And unfortunately, with the more focus on nutrition and people are becoming more health conscious, we're consuming more of the peanut, like the peanut oils, the soy oils. So that's why that most experts believe that they're becoming more prevalent.
On December 14th, Mrs. Miller and Mrs. McKenna's 5th grade classes graduated from the DARE program. Students were required to write an essay demonstrating on how to withstand peer pressure and prepare themselves for all possible situations. 2 of the best essays were chosen and the writers received the Citizenship Award. Officer Dave, who is in charge of the DARE program, taught the classes and led the graduation ceremony. The students who completed the program will be able to use their knowledge to resist peer pressure and become great leaders.
The food service committee here at Peters Township High School is in charge of giving the students a more enjoyable lunch. Representatives from each grade level meet with cafeteria workers to voice their opinions. They discuss topics such as different lunches, more choices, and overall quality of cafeteria food. We spoke with junior representative Julia Brogley to learn more.
A little different this year. Last year there were many people representing each class, but this year there's only one, and I represent the junior class. Last week we had a meeting about how to make the food here at Peters Township better, and we talked about more healthy choices and what people like and what people don't like, and how we can change them and make things better.
Coming up next, see how you can help with school safety and also see what's keeping our students busy. We'll be right back.
Poison Center, can I help?
What's the number on the bill, ma'am?
Su niña estaba fuera. What a day. Started with a call from the factory in town. There'd been a chemical spill, and a number of the employees had breathed in the fumes.
This mom called because her 2-year-old got into some old blue pills, and she was scared.
And then I got a snakebite call from the emergency room. Supply of antivenom.
I made sure that everybody got out into the fresh air, and then I told them what to watch for.
She calmed down when she heard me speak in Spanish. I told her that her little one would be okay.
I explained how to use the new antidote. The patient is feeling much better.
They called quickly, and everyone was fine.
I called back to see how both of them were. She was so grateful.
I was glad to teach them something new.
Experts at your local Poison Control Center are ready to give you free, confidential, expert advice 24/7. Call 1-800-222-1222.
Chronic pain is one of America's most urgent and ignored health issues. Each year we spend millions of dollars on medical research for painful diseases and conditions, but while we wait for cures, people are still suffering. Quietly, secretly, terribly. It's time for relief. That's why Congress has declared this the Decade of Pain Control and Research. To learn more, visit decadeofpain.org.
E-File. Get receipt confirmation and a quicker refund. Log on or tell your tax preparer to e-file for you and join the 53 million e-filers who consider it done.
Hello and welcome back to Headlines. I'm Brianna Lutz.
And I'm Phil Ferrara.
Winter Formal is an annual dance hosted by the cheerleaders. The event always draws a large crowd, and last year over 400 kids attended. Not only is there a DJ, picture slideshow, and fun decorations, but a raffle with amazing prizes such as a signed Flory goalie stick, Penguins tickets, and a digital camera. No wonder the dance has been so successful. In order to improve Peters Township schools, a safety committee has been formed. All of the facilities will be inspected to ensure a safe environment for students and faculty members. This group will be investigating building accessibility and checking identification badges. The committee
Some of the things that have already been discussed is creating a safety area for the buses as they sit overnight. In other words, fencing them in to limit the amount of contact the buses are available to people who might want to put a device or damage those buses in some way. Another idea was to paint the school bus numbers on top of the buses in case we had one hijacked, for lack of a better term. It would be easy to find it or locate it by the numbers on top of the bus.
The committee will meet this January to discuss future plans about safety in the district. A new tool has been installed in the Peters Township High School. It's called the Tip Line. It allows students, faculty, and parents to call 1-866-TIP-LINE and report anything that could be hazard to the school. Calling is easy, anonymous, and the right thing to do, so don't be hesitant to use the tip line.
The Pediatric Association in Toronto surveyed a 575 American high school students who use cell phones. The results showed that students who used their phones more than 90 times a day frequently did so because they were unhappy or bored.
Hey, what's up?
Students in grades 7 through 12 spend an average of an hour a day on their cell phones, about the same amount of time they devote to homework. This study showed that these students' excessive cell phone use is linked to self-esteem. These students incorporate cell phones into their personal identities and struggle with their self-identity.
Well, no, because like, he wouldn't do that. I don't understand why a teacher would make him do that sort of thing.
The study showed that students were not addicted to cell phones, but rather cell phones were a craving. Heavy cell phone users are concerned about whether they are in or out with their friends, and naturally often look at their cell phones. These heavy cell phone users usually score significantly worse on scales measuring depression.
Most teens today would say cell phones are a necessity. Phones are used for important calls, texting, and just for fun. In the past, PTHS has only offered language courses in Spanish, French, and German. However, the school district is now working towards offering a Mandarin Chinese course. Because of the shortage of qualified teachers in this language, the district cannot yet guarantee a 4-year course.
The Peters Township High School has had a ski club for more than 20 years. It is a popular sport with kids everywhere. Fred Burns, a technical education teacher, took over 5 years ago and continues to encourage students to join. Ski Club is one of the biggest clubs in Peters, in part because kids of all skill levels can participate. Weekly trips to Seven Springs helps club members to improve their skills while having fun with friends. The annual Peters Township Dodgeball Tournament, sponsored by the National Honor Society, is just around the corner. This event will take place Tuesday, February 19th, beginning at 6 o'clock in the high school gym. All proceeds will be donated to Make-A-Wish Foundation. Up next, find out what Peters Township Police Department is doing to keep our township a safe environment, right after the break.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Here's away the cobwebs and sorrow. Till there's none. When I'm stuck in the day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, oh, ooh. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away.
Your help is our hope. Please, give today.
E-File. Get receipt confirmation and a quicker refund. Log on or tell your tax preparer to e-file for you and join the 53 million e-filers who consider it done.
My dad is a hero. He goes into places normal people want to get away from. He rescues families, makes everyone safe. But the best thing he can do is come home.
The U.S. Fire Administration reminds you to protect the heroes who protect our lives. Have a smoke alarm on every floor. Test it monthly. Replace the battery yearly. Do your part to get out before they have to come in.
Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Brianna Loops.
And I'm Phil Ferrara.
To help with violent and dangerous situations, the Peters Township Police Department has purchased tasers. The department has instituted 5 taser units. In order to keep taser certification, all officers will have to complete a yearly exam. The Traffic Calming Committee has finally recognized
departments all over have had them recently. Allegheny County's had them for a while in most of their departments, and at least in use in some capacity. And again, like I said, we're going to have them in use probably by the end of December on our shifts with the officers out on patrol. So we're looking for it to be a good program. We hope it works very well and hope we have limited use for it.
The Traffic Calming Committee has finally recognized the speeding problem. They have taken the side of residents here in Peters. They realized it was time to take a stand and ensure the safety of our community.
The Township has formed a traffic calming group or committee made up of myself, the Township Manager, Captain Yanchek, Pete Overcashier, Fire Chief, and representatives from the Planning Department. Their purpose is to take a look at issues that the public bring to our attention where they feel some traffic calming measures are necessary. In order to do this, that residential area must submit a petition for a request to look at their area, citing their specific concerns, and then we review that. We also bring in a traffic engineering firm for recommendations. We put out our traffic analyzers to determine speeds and time of day the problems are being seen, if they're being seen. That's one good thing about the devices. The devices will give us speed and time date data so that we can analyze how much traffic there is, the speed it's going, the directions it's going, and help us to determine if traffic calming measures are necessary. If the amount of traffic is deemed appropriate or meets the cutoff levels, which there are cutoff levels, then it goes to the traffic engineering firm for suggestions on what traffic calming devices may work more effectively than others in that area.
Installing speed humps on local roads will help make our neighborhoods safer for children. PTHS Math Club holds a meeting every month. The club promotes the supplementary study of mathematics by focusing on math applications in our present society. All high school students are invited to join. The duration of the Math Club is from October to May, and meetings are held once a month with increased activity before events.
Humorous skits and instrumental performances were just two types of acts seen at the Coffee House. This annual event showcased all the talent the high school student has to offer. Audience members gathered in the cafeteria to enjoy hot chocolate and to be entertained. At the start of every year, over 100 million Americans make New Year's resolutions. Our man on the street, Clinton Amond, interviewed students here at Peters Township High School to find out what resolutions they made.
My New Year's resolution for 2008 is to make new friends. So let's see what everyone else's New Year's resolution is here at Peters Township High School.
Just to quit bad habits.
It's just to be more like Mr. A.
Just learn how to dance.
To get the high score in Jetman.
To run a lot more.
To do good in college.
I don't have a New Year's resolution.
Get into a good college. To win Jason Chapino over because he's hated me for some reason since like 9th grade and I don't know why. To be nice.
To get into Duquesne for pharmacy because I'm not in yet.
To win a state championship for baseball.
Stop being so picky about my New Year's resolution.
To just have a lot of fun for the rest of my last year of high school.
Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Headlines. We wish you a wonderful winter season and hope you'll join us next time. Signing off, I'm Brianna Lutz.
And I am Phil Ferrara.